The Traitor's Wife is Kathleen Kent's second novel. Her debut novel, The Heretic's Daughter, is, at its heart, the story of a mother, Martha Carrier, and her daughter Sarah's tempestuous relationship, set against the backdrop of the 17th century Salem witch trials. Kathleen is a direct descendant of Martha Carrier, one of the first women to be hanged during the trials. The Traitor's Wife is set partly in Cromwellian England, and also in the harsh wilderness of colonial Massachusetts. It takes us back to the roots of the Carrier family and captures the compelling love story between Martha and her husband Thomas. Here is Kathleen talking about the Traitor's Wife and the theme of wolves in the book.
The Wolves of Andover is a fictional rendering of my grandfather back 9 generations, who family legend said was over 7 feet tall, lived to 109, and was one of the executioners of King Charles I of England. He was also married to Martha Carrier, who was one of the 19 men and women hanged as a witch in Salem in 1692. So he had an interesting history himself, as well as an interesting association with Martha Carrier during the witch trials. So the book follows his life in England during the English Civil War as a soldier, the flight to the New World as a regicide, and chronicles his life early in the colonies, how he came to meet Martha Carrier, how they were married, and the book introduces the idea that Charles II has sent assassins to capture or kill him. The meaning of the wolves is multi-layered. It's the threat of the physical wolves. And I came upon the idea while doing research that there were wolves savaging the livestock of the early settlers. And they offered comparably large ransoms or rewards to kill these wolves. So I thought that introducing these savage creatures into the story would give it some tension, but then it also represented the growing threat coming from England, that in fact the restored king, King Charles II, was the wolf sending his minions to capture or kill Thomas Carrier, who was one of the regicides. But also it sort of was prophetic. Andover was where the Carriers had lived when the witch trials started, so the wolves sprang from Andover as sort of presaging an evil force coming from Andover.